Hey everybody, this is GGB, co-host Puppers, and we're going to get straight into this third quarter of action here. Pac-12's up 17-10, Pac-12 Panthers, FCS Division II, Division III, so smaller schools, Packers. If you did, we're just coming into this series. 17-10's current score. Panthers are winning by 7, but Packers are getting this ball to start off this third quarter in the second half. So let's see what Jimmy G in this smaller school offense can do here. Jimmy G's taking the field with Austin Eckler. There's DIII. Juszczyk. Juszczyk should be a bigger part of this team, but it's just not. For some reason, they've decided not to use Juszczyk, mainly because the Packers in real life don't really use a fullback that often. But Juszczyk is so talented, you'd think they'd use him a little bit more than they have so far. So Juszczyk is actually on the field for this play. They bring Thielen over. So they go straight up run, and he is quickly stuffed in the middle of the field. Good tackle. And the Carolina defense is actually... Oh my God, what is happening with Eric Kendrick's hair? Please, someone explain to me. It's absolutely horrifying. Save Eric Kendricks. He looks like he's being murdered by his own hair. So 2nd and 10, let's see what they do here. So they go run again. Ooh, good run. Found a hole. Good run by Austin Eckler. Fortunately, wasn't able to juke out that safety, but was able to pick up the first down with him. So they can get Eckler going early on, but seriously, they need to figure out ways to get the ball to Thielen at Hill. Tyreek Hill needs to be a bigger part of this team. And Cooper Kupp seemed to be a pretty big target early on. Also, Delanie Walker has been somewhat silent this game. It's a little bit confusing. So this looks like it's going to be a blitz by the Panthers. Yeah, I'm right. So they bring a 5-man rush. And good coverage. Able to stop Tyreek from picking up that first down. So 2nd and 10 at their own 39-yard line. Let's see what Matt LaFleur decides to do here for the Packers. So if you guys didn't know, Packers had an extremely weird night last night, and they decided to replace Aaron Rodgers with Jordan Love. They drafted him last night, so we're going to see him in a couple of years for the Packers. Ooh, good sack by Everson Griffin, getting through the offensive line. And honestly, another surprise we haven't seen a lot today is Cameron Jordan, one of the best defensive ends in all of football. He's been somewhat silent today, so let's see what LaFleur and Jimmy G scheme up on this 3rd and long. It's going to be definitely hard to pick up, but we're here for it. Good luck. So honestly, if you're the Panthers, I think here you got to bring a blitz. Maybe a 6-man blitz. I think that's 7. 7, I think I bring 7 men to the ball, hoping that you can get a sack. Maybe a 6-man. I think a 6-man blitz is ideal, because that way you can have someone read. I think what you should do is bring a 6-man blitz, and then if the running back starts to block, have the guy that's covering the running back go in for a blitz. But instead, they go with a standard 4-man rush. They throw it to Adam Thielen, picks up a good 14 yards on the play, but again, not enough to pick up this first down. 4th and 5, they're going to be punting away this football. So about 2 minutes into the game, and Panthers are already getting the ball back. Aaron Rodgers has a chance to throw another touchdown pass and take a 14-point lead. Aaron Rodgers has been pretty good today, not going to lie. But honestly, we saw last night, Aaron Rodgers might not be playing much longer. Maybe 1 or 2 more years left in him. And it's starting to wonder who's going to take over that role for the Pac-12 once he's gone. Is it going to be Goff? Or is it going to be Darnold? Or Minshew? What a punt. Honestly, what a punt. 1-yard line. That is one of the best punts you will see in this entire Madden game. That entire Conference of Champions series pins him. 1-yard line right there. Just stops him. So they're showing Lindsey's stats, but that's not really important considering CMC is actually the starting running back for this team. Christian McCaffrey, and I doubt we will see any carries by Lindsey today, because the only time Christian McCaffrey will come off this field is when they need a power running back, and that will be Marshawn Lynch. Also, another question, who's going to be the 3rd-string running back once the next Madden comes out, because Lynch is probably going to retire for a second time, only coming back for 1 or 2 games. Actually, I think 3 games. So Christian McCaffrey actually picks up a good amount of yardage on this goal line, so they no longer have to worry about getting a safety exactly. But Green Bay has a excellent opportunity here to get good field position if they force a punt. Definitely need to focus up, make sure you get the stop. So they bring out a whole bunch of tight ends, possibly even offensive. No, it's just tight ends. So they go run here, and Christian McCaffrey stopped for a 2-yard gain, and that is a first down for this Panthers offense. So they pick up a first down off 2 runs from Christian McCaffrey, and he has honestly not gotten going that much this game. He's honestly one of the best running backs in the NFL, but he just hasn't played like it today. But let's see what Aaron Rodgers goes into shotgun. Doesn't look like it's going to be a run here. So they go, quick screen over to Keenan Allen, but this time he's tackled for a loss. 8-yard line, bring up a 2nd and 13. Nice tackle by Samson and Bukum. One of the nice depth positions, because he is not a starter, but it's nice to have depth on your team like Samson and Bukum. Be able to make plays from even your 2nd or 3rd string guys. So 2nd and 13. Let's see what the Packers and the Panthers have dialed up here. So Aaron Rodgers takes a snap. He goes handoff to Christian McCaffrey, who is quickly stopped in his tracks, actually for a loss of 1 yard. Bring up a 3rd and 14. Interesting situation for this Pac-12 Panthers offense. Going to be very difficult to be able to figure out what to do here. It's a hard predicament, especially because you don't want to get sacked in your own end zone. So 3rd and 14, normally you could just try to throw it long, but hey, bring a blitz here and you get tackled in your own end zone. And this is going to be putting your team in a bad position. So let's see what happens here on this 3rd and 14. He takes a step back. He has basically all the time in the world to throw, but comes around. Oh, fumble! They end up going backwards 2 yards, but good for Damon Harrison Sr. actually ends up going through the entire offensive line, stripping the ball from Aaron Rodgers. Fortunately for them, they were able to recover, but Damon Harrison Sr. showing how much of a threat he can be defensively in the middle of the field. Wow, what a strip, honestly. If literally any other Packers players, they might have gotten that. But unfortunately for them, it was just him getting through the offensive line. So they're going to have to send out their punter to go punt this ball away. Let's see what happens here. So actually, they give the punter time to punt the ball, see if they can get a return with Tyreek. And unfortunately for them, that was also an extremely good punt. Getting it all the way to the 13-yard line. Great punt by the Pac-12. So Jimmy G is going to take the ball field again. 207 passing yards, 16-22, 1 touchdown and 1 interception. That interception was a killer, though. They had fantastic field position, and they just ended up throwing it away. So, let's see, 13-yard line. Let's see what the Packers can do on this drive. About 5 minutes approximately into this game time. So, let's see, got 10 minutes left. This ball game. So, let's see. Aaron Rodgers hands the ball off to Eckler, and he's quickly stuffed in the middle. Fortunately for the FCS Division II, Division III Packers, they just have not been able to get the ground game going. DeForest Buckner and the defensive tackles are really just dominated on the inside and able to stop the run pretty easily. Laurent Duvernay-Tardif just got absolutely destroyed on that play. So, bringing up a 2nd and 11 for this smaller school's offense. They definitely need to figure out what to do here. Definitely need to get a better ground game going, but for that you need to open up the passing game, which means getting Hill and Thielen involved. So they go run here again, and actually that wasn't a bad run. If the Eckler gets all the way to the 19-yard line, picks up about 7 yards approximately, bringing up a 3rd and 4 for the Packers. So they definitely need to put in Jimmy G's hands more, but that's definitely the Packers' offense is run it instead of pass it. That's the goal. Aaron Rodgers no longer trustworthy to throw the ball 100% of the time and have it be 100% accurate. So anyways, Jimmy G takes the ball back. He throws pretty accurate pass, gets it to Thielen, gets it all the way to the 36-yard line, picks up about 17 yards on that play. And actually, Thielen's sitting at 60 yards 5 receptions, 60 yards on the day. So that was a great throw by Jimmy G. And definitely needed to convert on that 3rd and 4. Offensive line read it well, considering it was an odd blitz coming from Panthers. And they pick up 17 yards on that play. So let's see what they can do on this 1st and 10. They're sitting at their own 36-yard line. Let's see if they can put together a touchdown drive. So they actually hand it to Eckler, and Eckler gets it all the way to the 45-yard line, bringing up a 2nd and 1, which in my case, I think Jimmy G and the Packers should go play action. Try to hit him over the top deep. They do have 2 burners in Thielen and Hill, so I would try to get them involved. Cooper Kupp can also burn them deep, as we can see by their 1 and only touchdown. But instead, they bring out they bring out their 3 receivers. So they go run here, and he actually picks up the 1st down. Good for Eckler, but I feel like going play action might have been a little bit more aggressive there. Maybe LaFleur decided not to be aggressive, but definitely seems like I think I would have went with a play action, tried to hit him over the top. But they didn't. They decided not to trust Jimmy G enough. I guess that's okay. But let's see what the Packers design here. Maybe they'll do it with another run, or they'll go normal standard pass, or they'll play action. So, anyways, Eckler is immediately tackled, picking up 0 yards, bringing up a 2nd and 10 here. So, this is mainly the first 2 drives stalled out pretty quickly, ended up in punts. But this drive has been going on for a long time. About 3 minutes and counting on this drive. So let's see what LaFleur has designed here. So Jimmy G drops back to pass. He has time to throw. He throws it short over to Cooper Kupp. Picks up about 3 yards, bringing up a 3rd and 7. So they definitely need to hit a... I feel like Delaney Walker could be a huge player here. He's pretty good, sitting in the middle, going on a curl maybe. So Cooper Kupp picks up 3 yards, but unfortunately for them, they definitely needed more than 3 yards here if they want to reach their first ever conference championship game. So let's see what the Packers have designed here to try to pick up this 1st down. So Aaron Rodgers drops back to pass. He has time to throw. He throws it to none other than Cooper Kupp, picks up the 1st down and more, all the way to the 35-yard line, and they're suddenly pretty close to field goal range. I think they could be in field goal range. Reached 100 yards on the game is Mr. Cooper Kupp. Cooper Kupp's having an amazing game so far. Great game for Mr. Cooper Kupp. But unfortunately, they didn't really cover him at all, so Jimmy G gets to hit the easy pass over the top of one guy, and Cooper Kupp picks up big 1st down for the Packers. So let's see if they can tie up this ball game on this drive. So let's see. It's 1st and 10, 35-yard line. So let's see. Jimmy G drops back. He has time to throw. But unfortunately, he decided not to get rid of the ball. And DeForest Buckner is able to power through 3 guys and get that sack. So now they're sitting at the 42-yard line. I don't think that's going to be field goal range for them. So they definitely need more yardage. Fortunately for Jensen, Duvernay Tardif and Eckler get beat by DeForest Buckner's strength, is able to fight through and sack Jimmy Garoppolo. And the Pac-12's window is closing. So if you're a Pac-12 fan, Aaron Rodgers is going to be your quarterback for 1 or 2 more years, but then you're passing the torch. And you got to, I guess, right now we're sitting at... So we have 3 quarterbacks in the NFL right now. Gardner Minshew, Sam Darnold, and Jared Goff. I don't know if any of them are replacement worthy for. And then you have Justin Herbert, just got drafted this year. So I guess you got to hope for one of those 4 guys to turn out to be really good, because there's the only starters in the NFL other than Aaron Rodgers. So it's definitely not great core. Just like Big Ten, they're reaching the end of their stick. They definitely need to. Russell Wilson's going to retire at some point as well. And you got to end up thinking for the future. And I just don't know if Dwayne Haskins and Kirk Cousins are the 2 guys that need to get it done. Anyways, this is a 3rd and 19. Big play. They definitely need to get a good amount of yardage if they want to get in field goal range here. So Jimmy G drops back to pass. He has time to think and throw, but fortunately he throws it for only a couple yards. Makes it a 4th and 16. Puts it to the 41-yard line. I just don't know if that's field goal range exactly. It's going to be a long one if they want to get a field goal here. I don't know. They have to take a big risk with Greg Zuerlein. And, if they didn't fake the field goal earlier, they could be making this a 1-point game. But instead, be a 4-point game. And you have to make the decision if they want to punt or if they want to kick the field goal. So they decided to go with the punt here. See if the guy pinned him deep, because he did it last time. So this looks like it could be blocked, but he gets it off in time and ends up pinning him at the 1-yard line again. And this is honestly, this Jones guy, one of the best punters in the league, I guess, because this guy is nailing it every single time he punts this ball, pinning him. He's pinned him at the 1 2 times in a row now. Anyways, Keenan Allen's not exactly getting going. He's only had 6 catches for 44 yards. Only a couple of them have been for 10 or more yards. So it's just not working out for him. So might start thinking about getting the ball to a guy like Brandon Cooks, who's been pretty explosive so far. Robert Woods has been having a good game so far as well. Zach Ertz has been underutilized, in my opinion. So they bring in Trey Madden onto the field, which makes me think it's going to be a run. So they actually go with a run to Trey Madden. Picks up about 2 yards. Actually 1 yard, I guess. And makes it a 2nd and 9. So Michael Pierce, and you have Brandon Williams and Damon Harrison Sr. They definitely have a good rushing the passer core. So they bring Trey Madden onto the field again. I don't know exactly what they're going to use him for. So they go run with Marshawn, and Marshawn's quickly tackled for only a 3-yard gain. So bringing up a 3rd and 5 here. So we're 4.5 minutes away from this game time being done. So I hope you guys are enjoying the series, but let's see what happens on this 3rd and 5. Very interesting, because if they don't get this, it's going to be good field position for the smaller schools, Packers. So let's see. They go screen pass here, and they get it to Christian. Oh, but that guy's just not fast enough. Ends up tracking him down, but they pick up the first down thanks to Christian McCaffrey's pure speed. 3rd catch of the day. First one actually gain yardage of some sort, though. So Matthew Judon ends up not being fast enough to, even though he read the play correctly, to catch up to Christian McCaffrey. So McCaffrey ends up picking that first down. And remember, they are up by 7, so definitely you just want to chew the clock. If you're the Panthers, you want to milk the rest of this clock away, hopefully get some points on this drive so that you can put it a little bit further out of reach for the Packers. So let's see what Aaron Rodgers does here. So he goes play action here. It's time to throw. He throws it and ends up missing Keenan Allen on the crosser. So 2nd and 10. Let's see what Ron Rivera schemes up. And it's going to be weird. Honestly, the Pac-12 Panthers rolls off so much better off the tongue than the Pac-12 Redskins. It's going to be weird if all these teams are going to be the same next year. I don't know who the SEC is going to be. It's definitely going to be a different team that's not the Browns. So it's time to throw. He throws it over the middle. Good catch by Mr. Zach Ertz. So picks up the first down. 5th catch for Zach Ertz. So we're looking at 3.5 more minutes game time. And it's definitely looking like the Panthers are starting to get a firm grip on this game. They definitely need to keep going ahead like this, though, if they want to win this football game. So, a few minutes in. Let's see what the Panthers do. So they go pass here instead of run. End up finding Keenan Allen and picking up the first down, 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line. It definitely seems like Aaron Rodgers has got his mojo going. He definitely seems like he's better and is on point now. Definitely didn't seem that way earlier on in the game, but he's definitely finding his mojo here. Anyways, so let's see if the Packers are able to stop this. This looks like it's going to be a run. Instead, it's a pass. His time to throw, basically all the time in the world. And he ends up missing Zach Ertz on the out route. Brings up a 2nd and 10. And the Packers definitely need to stop here. It's not, I think they could definitely come back from a 14-point deficit in the 4th quarter alone. But, it's kind of a more morale thing. Making sure they don't pick up this first down. But 2nd and 10, let's see what the Panthers scheme up here. So they go run with Christian, or they actually go read option with Christian McCaffrey and Aaron Rodgers, but Aaron Rodgers hit in the backfield, 3rd and 12 coming up. Brandon Williams able to stop it in the backfield. So let's see what Aaron Rodgers and the Panthers scheme up for this 3rd and long. And definitely I would try to keep that to an absolute minimum, these read option plays. I understand Ron Rivera normally runs this offense with Cam Newton, which definitely works better than Aaron Rodgers. Actually, because Aaron Rodgers is more fragile. But if Aaron Rodgers gets hurt, there's definitely going to be a drop-off in quarterback play for the team. Anyways, he's about to get sacked, and he throws an absolute dime to the sidelines. What a catch. Picks up the first down. Great play by Mr. Robert Woods. And that was a stop that the Packers desperately needed, and unfortunately for them, Aaron Rodgers threw absolute beauty of a pass while under pressure. It wasn't that horrible of coverage either. Well, actually, that's pretty bad coverage, but he's able to hit him. Able to get both feet in bounds before going out of bounds, picking up the first down. So, let's see what Aaron Rodgers does on this 1st and 10. This definitely looks like he's a run. They're bringing Trey Madden onto the field. So they actually do go run here, and he's quickly stopped in the backfield. Great tackle. So bringing up a 2nd and 11, tackle for loss by Akeem Hicks. He was a big pass rusher on this team. Unfortunately, you haven't really seen any big pass rushers this game. It hasn't been really a pass rush game, especially by the smaller schools. Even though they have some pretty talented pass rushers, they just really haven't been able to get at the quarterback as much as you'd expect them to. So, let's see what they do. The Panthers do on the 2nd and 11. They're definitely not in field goal range. They definitely want to get to a 2-possession game, so I'd try to get a little bit closer than what they're at. So they go draw here, and he's tackled for about a 2-yard gain. And about a minute left in this 3rd quarter. The Packers have start to get thinking end game. They have to stop them here. Especially, you can't let them keep going on a drive that chews some of the 4th quarter away and then ends up having them score. It's bad for you. Anyways, let's see what Aaron Rodgers does in the 3rd and 9. So he has time and fires over the middle, picks up the first down. And that is heartbreaker for the smaller school Packers. Brandon Cooks picks up yet another first down. A lot of yards for him. We're getting to the end of this 3rd quarter, so this drive will probably go into the 4th quarter. So if you want to see the end of this drive, check in tomorrow. Anyways, it takes a lot of effort to make these videos, so if you guys could please, every single time I see a little comment about something that they like in my videos, that makes me happy. Anytime you do a little thumbs up, make the little thumbs up button blue. It makes me and Pupper so happy. And if I could ever get to that 17th subscriber, that's my life's goal and dream, is to get to that 17th subscriber. It takes a lot of work to make these videos. So yeah, guys, please share them with your friends. Check them out. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. The Panthers and the Packers will resume tomorrow. Check back if you're a smaller schools fan, and if you're a Pac-12 fan. Anyways, this is GGV, Coast Puffer saying adios, amigos.